Hi guys, it's pouring outside, so why not bring you a comic book haul? This time is episode 210, and I've got a nice selection of books that I picked up on a recent trip to Worcester. Yeah, last Wednesday, I took my mum shopping over to Worcester, and whilst there, I hit up one of my favourite comic book shops, and that is Out of This World. But before we continue, if I could perhaps ask you for a subscription, a like, a share, a comment, ding that bell for notifications. It all really helps my low grade productions. Okay, so like I said, on Wednesday I headed over, and I'm going to call this haul the on-screen edition, I believe, because this selection of books are characters that have appeared on screen, whether in live action or animated form, and they are some books that you will know about, and there are some I don't think you will. I've had to do some real deep diving to get some of these books, and this is the kind of books that make me smile, because then I go back and I look them up on YouTube and I see how they've appeared on screen. First up, like I said, this first pile of books cost me £3.07 each. Bear that in mind. But first up, we got a miss. I picked up from 2010 Titans issue 21. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good sideboard cover, but I'd never have picked this book up normally. This is volume 2. It is volume 1 of Titans that I need to pick up, which has a character that has appeared in animated form. But we've all made that mistake, haven't we? At some point. The books will get better, I promise. Up next, we've got a Reign of Superman tie-in. This comes from 1993, and this is Superman issue 81. And this is the first cover appearance of the Superman's black suit. I have the first appearance already, so it's nice to have the first cover. And of course, it's something that's appeared in various iterations on screen, most notably Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. Of course, Henry Cavill donned the outfit. Up next, let's get a Batman book. And I don't think many of you will know about this one. This is Batman issue 582. And this is the first appearance of a character called Zeiss, Philo Zeiss, a surgically enhanced mob enforcer. And he actually appeared in the Superman Batman Public Enemies animated movie. And there he is. Boom. That's the kind of book that makes me smile once I've tracked them down. Up next, we've got a location that has appeared in many forms on screen. And this is Detective Comics issue 683. And this is the introduction of the Iceberg Lounge, the Penguin's nightclub. Now, we saw that in Robert Pattinson's Batman movie, but it's also appeared in Gotham's TV show and more recently the Penguin TV show, which of course was a spin-off of the Batman movie. So it's the first appearance of a character called Actuary. And like I say, these books, £3.07. Sticking with Batman, and we've got Detective Comics issue 744. And this is the first appearance of a character called Abel Crown. I just spoke about the Penguin show. Yeah, Abel Crown appeared in the Penguin TV show. And there is Abel Crown. Moving on. And the final detective book I'm going to bring you guys is Detective Comics issue 859. Now, this is the origin of Batwoman, of course, Kate Kane. But the reason I picked this one up, this is the first appearance of Sophie Moore, a former girlfriend of Kane's. And she appeared in the Batwoman TV show. And here she is, Sophie Moore. Like I say, a love interest of Batwoman. But I love this cover, and it comes from J.H. Williams III. We move on. And this time, let's get a couple of Firestorm books coming your way, guys. This is The Fury of Firestorm, issue 21 from 1984. Now, you've got the death of the first Killer Frost, Crystal Frost, the more well-known one. But this is also the first appearance of Louise Lincoln, who becomes the second Killer Frost. And that version has appeared in animated form in a couple of things. And there she is in, oh, just chopped her head off in animated form. Louise Lincoln, Killer Frost. Next up, we got a book that you'll all know about. This is a character appeared in the pretty poor Suicide Squad movie. There, the first one. We've got The Fury of Firestorm, issue 28. And this, of course, is the first appearance of Slipknot. He was a guy who was supposedly very good at ropes and tying people up and things, but he wasn't in the film very long. And this is Slipknot, of course. We know this character from the Suicide Squad movie. Not sure many of you know about this next book, though, because this is a double key, really. This is from 1985. And this is the Green Lantern issue 188. 188. And it's a double key because it is the first appearance of Mogo, a living planet, and a Green Lantern. And Mogo's appeared in a couple of things. There you go, that's Mogo, the living Green Lantern planet. What a bizarre thing. And it's also the first appearance of Bolfunga. And Bolfunga is a bounty hunter who was voiced by Roddy Piper, the wrestler. And he appeared in the Green Lantern Emerald Knights animated movie. And there is Bolfunga, or Bolfunga. Just a couple of keys to be on the lookout for, to add to your repertoire for cheap, really. Up next, I upgraded my copy of the new Teen Titans issue 23, and this is the first full appearance of Blackfire, who was Commander, or Commandeer. And of course, she was the sister of Starfire. And we've seen her in animated form, but this is she also appeared, of course, in the Titans TV show. And there she is, Blackfire. But it's a double key, this one, because as well as Blackfire, you also get the first appearance of Adrian Chase, who later becomes, of course, the Vigilante. And there's been a couple of iterations of Adrian Chase on screen. First, we got Adrian Chase in one of my favourite shows back in the day, Arrow. And then, of course, Adrian Chase more recently has appeared in the Peacemaker TV show, which has been a massive success. And I've yet to see past episode 1, which I'm really disappointed about. Okay, next up, let's go back. Bit of bronze. I found some Superboy issues. And this is Superboy Legion of Superheroes, issue 216. I was a bit annoyed it had a sticker on and a bit of a sticker pull on the front cover, but still. This is the first appearance of Tyrock, Troy Stewart, a superhero from a different dimension. I don't see these books very often. And there we go. There is Tyrock. And he appeared, I believe, in the Justice League versus the Fatal Five animated movie. Moving on. And this is a book that's been on my radar for the longest time. And I know the Bronzeville Comics talks up this character quite a bit, which I watch. This is Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, issue 226. And there she is on the front cover. The first appearance of Dawnstar, a winged hero from the planet Starhaven, which was colonized by abducted Native Americans. And again, this is a character that's appeared in a few things. I think at least she appeared in the Legion of Superheroes animated show. And there is Dawnstar. And you never know, with James Gunn taking over the DCU, he likes to use obscure characters. These could be getting their moment in the limelight. And up next, sticking with that run, we've got Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes issue 253. And this is the first appearance of Block, a silicon-based life form from the planet Dryad. It's also the first appearance of the League of Super Assassins. But like I said, I picked this one up because of the first appearance of Block. And again, Block has appeared in animated form. And I believe that is the Legion of Superheroes cartoon. And then, so I paid up and I was happy with me haul. I was heading back. And of course, he's got a load of £1 bins. And I had to have a little look through. Nice to pick this one up again. This is Justice League Europe, issue 11. And this book got hot during the Superman movie, because this is the first appearance of Metamorpho's son, Joey. And he appeared, like I say, in that Superman movie. And then we move on. And I picked up another copy of Justice League International 12 for £1. This is the first appearance, first cover appearance and origin of Maxwell Lord. We've seen him in the Gun universe and played by his brother. And it's also the first appearance of Ice. Now, Ice, again, is a character that appeared in numerous animated things. And she has cryokinetic powers. And here is Ice from the animated universe. Then I picked up, upgraded my copy of this one. It comes from Grant Morrison and Steve Yoel, and from 1994. I remember this one back a few years ago was supposedly going to get a movie about it. This was The Invisibles, issue number 1. Now, this is a series about a group of revolutionaries fighting against those in power who are affiliated with dark beings from another dimension. So, of course, the first appearance of the Invisibles team and all of those characters. Nice pickup for £1. That one can still go upwards of double figures on a good day. 2 books left to show you guys. I was a big fan of the Doom Patrol, and for £1 I picked up another copy of Doom Patrol issue 14, again from Grant Morrison. And this is the first appearance of Dorothy Spinner. About symbiont-like features. And here is Dorothy Spinner from the Doom Patrol TV show. I think she was like the chief's adopted daughter. Again, that book at one point was going upwards of £20. It's come right down now, but it's a nice one to pick up. But this one was a really good find for £1, sticking with Doom Patrol. And this is a character that I really enjoyed in that Doom Patrol TV show. This is Doom Patrol issue 19. Yeah, good find for £1. I've already had this book. I've had a couple over the years. This is the first appearance of Crazy Jane. Crazy Jane, who was a mainstay and a big player in the Doom Patrol TV show. And for those not in the know, there is Crazy Jane from the show. And that book can still go upwards of £15, £20 on a good day. So for £1, no brainer. So that's it, guys. That's a haul. I hope I've give you some information, maybe something to add to your radar. And thanks for your support. I passed 2,000 subscribers. Boom! It only took me 9 years. Thanks. Bye for now.